Guess what I'm repairing today? Yep, tailgate on a Mokka. It's quite bad, is that one? There we go, really bad. So we've got a body line here, which goes up there, then we've got this body line, which joins it. But dent-wise, it's really deep, and the main impact is around here. So it's hit it there, and the rest of it's just plopped in. Take a look with the inspection board. So these lines are meant to be straight, so if we have a look at the other side, get your bearings, look at that top bit where the body line is here. Then it sort of like goes to nothing there, and then we've got the line which goes vertical. Okay, so that's what it's meant to look like. And that's the state of it now. Got some quite naughty crowns there. There. Loads of pressure in those areas. So what I'm going to do, like I say, I'm going to strip the tailgate down so I can see what it's like inside. I'll probably warm it up a little bit, use a bit of cold glue on there, just see what kind of pops, and then I'll take it from there. But I think this area, the deepest part, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. But I'll sort it, no problem. Okay, so to take this trim off, first of all we need to take this bit off, then these pillars, and then the rest of this will come off. There's two little clips there, so just need to pull these out of the way, and this handle will come out, but the rest of it is just held on with internal clips. So it's pretty simple to take off. Okay, when you're stripping these tailgates down to take this trim off, ideally you need to take these pillar trims off, and they have the plugs for the parcel shelf. These ideally are one-time clips. You are going to break them, so you need to replace them. So there you go, for only a couple of quid each. And you can see, if I pull this out, got these barbs. Okay, unless you're really lucky, you're not going to get these out without breaking. So there you go, and that's the part number. Okay, I've stripped the tailgate down, and there you go, there's the dents. It's wide open in there. A couple of holes that we can use for leverage, and sometimes with it being totally open it can be a bit harder to repair because there's nothing to lever off, and we need a lot of leverage to be pushing this dent out. So I'm going to give it a little warm up and then start repairing it. So I did mention that I might glue pull this, but if I get my hand behind the back of it, it's absolutely solid. There's no way of pushing this out from the inside. So, I mean, I can glue pull it. Sorry, it can cold glue pull it, and it will come out. But what I need to do is I need to direct the pull, the first pull in this area. So I need to use a crease tab in that area. So that's what I'm going to do. To make the first pull, I'm going to be using hog glue, hot melt glue. Going to be using these tabs. I picked these to do the job because they're going to sit right into that crease and give me the best kind of pull. Then to take the to stop it from sticking to the panel, I'm going to use some G-Technique panel wipe. So there you go. And then obviously going to use a slide hammer. I've got the Pull Dog slide hammer there. I've also got the Ultra Dental slide hammer as well. And that's just as good, if not a little bit better, than the Pull Dog. So using a brand new rag or a clean rag, you don't want any polish on this. Put some degreaser on there, give it a really good degrease. And then I'm going to warm up just these outer areas, and stick my glue tab in there, and then give it a good pull. one a bit lower down there as well. So the bulk of the damage has come out. Still got these crowns to deal with, so I'm going to tap those down now. Crown at the top there. And then we've got these sharpish dents where the deepest part of the damage was. So they shouldn't stretch. I am going to have to tap those down a little bit to tidy them up. It shouldn't stretch because the panel is it's a convex shape, so it holds a lot more strength than if it would a flat panel. So I'll start tapping these crowns down now. To tap down the crowns, I'll be using my favourite hammer, the Shane Jack's hammer. It's with a rubber end on there. It doesn't damage the paintwork at all. I'm using a Crow Carb knockdown. It's got a leather head on it. And then a Boss PDR knockdown with an R4 cherry cap. Okay, so I've tapped down the crowned areas as much as I want to. There's still some ripples there, if you can see. You don't have to get these crowns down perfect first time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out these sharper dents, get those straightened up, and then I can finish off all the crowned areas and all the wavy parts, and then it should look all right. I've decided to use this hole here. It's the steadiest and I get really good leverage to the dented area. So there's my hand and there's the dent. To lift up these low areas, I'm using the Ultra Dent Bar's double bend screw tip bar. I'm just using a soft rubber tip. Get into the open access area and I'm just lightly pushing all these slight lows up. So at the moment, I'm spending quite a bit of time on this area. Some tiny imperfections there, and I'm using a sharp tipped bar just to gently pull those slight layers up. And of course, this body line is meant to disappear before it hits this part, this body line. There's a bit of a crown left there as well, and then there's some minor rippling around here. That's it's quite strong. So you can see there that it goes concave in this area, and it looks like there's still a bit of damage there. But if you look at the other side, there we go. So it sort of follows the flow of this trim. Okay. To be fair, it don't look too bad at all, really. To finish off this last part, I'm going to be using a sharp knockdown. It's not so sharp, but it's really accurate. So I'm using a VIP. It's a polished metal tip head, blending hammer, and again, I'm going to be using the sharp tip without any tape. So I'm just going to tap down those little high areas and then pick out the small low areas and blend it so it looks very nice. Okay, so I'm done now with this. It's been quite difficult to do, especially the fine detail at the end. It took me maybe about 2 hours just to pick those little bits out. So it does take quite a long time to do, but let's go and take a look at the finished results. And this is just the raw repair. There's been no flattening or polishing going on. You might be able to see it when I put the lamp board on. But yeah, let's take a look.